Good? Okay.
Man, you're surrounded.
That's okay. I'll have to stay on my tippy toes. Are we sort of ready? Okay. Okay. So, comrades, if everyone can try to quiet down and take your seats. We took us a minute. This is going to be a cultural performance, but I'd like to introduce this cultural performance before they start. Oh, it's not on? Is there a...
Testing.
Hello? That's on. Oh, I just flipped it. I was trying to... Okay, yeah, I know. I'm just trying not to break the thing.
Okay, start with a chord.
Okay. Comrades, can you hear me in the back now? Okay. So, I'm behind all this. That's okay. You're quite fine. I'm Tova from Oakland, just so you know. The Bay Area is in the house.
And Boston.
Yeah, well, that'll be very evident in 2 seconds. So I want to introduce, this is my honor to introduce this wonderful crew that's standing in front of you right now, this fighting crew. You're looking at the Boston School Bus Drivers. And monitors. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me give them a few words of introduction. They're going to do a culture performance, and then there's also going to have some representatives of the Boston School Bus Drivers that will talk during the panel as well. Okay. So just if I could ask for, I hate to ask for this, but tame your enthusiasm just for 1 minute, or so I can introduce them properly. And then they will take off, and you can let go of all your enthusiasm. Okay, so there's a lot of talk in the labor movement about what is often referred to as social unionism or social movement unionism. We don't know what that is here. It's a seemingly new concept, but over 100 years ago, Karl Marx urged unions to fight not only for their members, but for the interests of their entire class. Today, in this panel, we have perhaps the standout example of this approach, USW, Local 8751, the Fighting Boston School Bus Drivers Union. Forged in the anti-racist struggles of the 1970s, this union has won standard-setting contracts for its members and has marched against every U.S. war for LGBTQ rights and with the Black Lives Matter movement. Its class-conscious brand of struggle has earned it both the respect of the progressive movement and the wrath of the bourgeoisie. 1 second here. 2 years ago, not quite done yet. Okay, 2 years ago, 4 of its leaders were fired in an outrageous frame-up. 2 of them are leaders in the Workers' World Party. The fight to rehire them, which has such high stakes for our party and our class, has been long and difficult, and yet anything but demoralizing. This militant union has faith in the power of its members and therefore has won a series of inspiring victories, including a stunning courtroom victory, overturning a felony frame-up attempt, and the landslide re-election of the 4 to their union positions, as well as the reinstatement of their slate in the union leadership. This fight is not over. In fact, the union is in the midst of a contract negotiations with hated Veolia and is forcing Evil Court and is forcing this union-busting behemoth to a painful realization. It picked the wrong union to mess with. You will hear about the latest developments following this wonderful cultural performance you're about to see by Team Solidarity. Take it away. Get out of your way.
Let me hear you say union. Union. Ladies and gentlemen and comrades, we are not singers. Actually, we're going to look for some help from you also. We're going to sing We Will the Union On. We're going to roll the Union on.
1, 2.
We're going to roll. We're going to roll on. We're going to roll. We're going to roll. We're going to roll the Union on. And if the bus gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. Gonna roll right over him. Gonna roll right over him. If the bus gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. Gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. And if the scab gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over them. Gonna roll right over them. Gonna roll right over them. Scab gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over them. Gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. If Viola gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over them. We're gonna roll right over them. Roll right over them. If Viola gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over them. Gonna roll the Union on. Let me hear you. Gonna roll. Gonna roll the Union on. We gonna roll. Gonna roll. We gonna roll the Union on. And if the cops gets in the way, we gonna roll right over them. Gonna roll right over them. Gonna roll right over them. If the cops gets in the way, gonna roll right over them. Roll the Union on. Whoa. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. Gonna roll. Gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. If the mayor gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. Gonna roll right over him. Gonna roll right over him. If the mayor gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over him. Gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. Roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. And if the Mex gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over them. Roll right over them. Roll right over them. If the Mex gets in the way, we're gonna roll right over them. No, roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the Union on. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me hear you say Union. Union. Thank you very much. My name is Andre Francois. I am actually the president of the School Bus Drivers Union. I brought you greetings from the rest of the bus drivers in Boston that couldn't make it out here today. They tell me to tell you that they love you because of what you do for the four of us, being fired illegally out there in Boston. I want to thank you personally. I want to thank you personally for what you've done.
We love you.
Rikers World actually is the greatest party I ever been around. And I wouldn't want to be any place else but here. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, to tell you the truth. One thing I'd like to ask everybody before I start anything is go back to basics. Basic is unity. You could have a big party full of people. If you don't have unity, you don't get nowhere. Unity is where all battles are won. Everything. The enemies, fighting the enemies, winning the battles and stuff like that, we have to have that unity. It's coming right from the good book. I wanted to read something real quick here for you. And you will see exactly what I'm talking about. It says, it says, I'm sorry. Yeah. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they all have one language. And this they begin to do. Now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined. It tells me to go back to that unity that I'm talking about. With that unity, you can do just about everything you want to do and win every battle that you can do. Saying all this, I want to go back to the meat of the thing, why we're here today. A year ago, at this time, we had a big battle. But we started winning because of you, because of our rank and file back in Boston as well. As many of you come out here, come out to Boston, I've seen just about everybody. If I don't see you in Boston in the fight, I see you as my friend on Facebook. You send in all types of solidarity words, great words and stuff like that. I couldn't be more pleased, more thankful about it. You are exceptionally good. Actually, as I come here, I heard there was a nomination. The two nominees that we have for president and vice president, if you didn't do it, I would do it myself, even though I'm not a comrade. Thank you. We went from being fired illegally to getting firm up in the courts, and then to almost getting ready to have a contract and come back to the job. Just a few details. I'm going to let others talk about that some more. Thank you very much. I love you all. And it's going to be the next person I want to say something to you is Georgia Scott, the treasurer of the local union, the first African-American woman to be the treasurer of our local union. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Am I being heard?
I think so.
Okay, good evening. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. Pleasure to be here with my brothers and sisters. I even have my granddaughter with me because I think it's very, very important that our children know, understand, and see what is actually taking place. They can't? Speak right into it. Okay. Y'all hear me now? Okay. All right. And this is just one of the 9 that I have. But she wanted to come today, so I brought her because I want her to get familiar with what's going on. Know what she have to face out there in the street. And I'm gonna back up off of that. I'd like to say thanks to my 4 brothers because they have not wavered after 2 years. 2 years. These 4 brothers have stood by us 100%. I've been sick, but I wouldn't miss this today for the world. These guys don't got a paycheck for 2 years. 2 whole years. But I'm going to tell you something, when it comes to fighting, these brothers fight. And I stand with them. I'm a little old woman. I ain't got much, but I stand with my brothers. There's 4 of them, 100%. And I thank Workers' World and its members because I've seen what they have done. They've been with us through this struggle from day one. Veolia Trans Devil came in on the 1st of July 2013. From day one, their intent was to destroy this union, destroy our contract. Now they're trying to place gag orders. We ain't going for it because this union, though our 4 brothers 100%, they don't run this union. The members of 8751 run this union. They have stood. We have stood. Veolia can say what the hell it want to say. We ain't going for it. They fight. And I'm going to tell you something, we bug back. I'd also, and I'm not going to stay here too long, but I'd also like to give a thanks and introduction to our bus monitors that are here today. I'm very pleased to have them because the same struggle that we're going through, these bus monitors are going through, and they got it worse. I tell you, the city of Boston don't love them at all. Don't have pay them, and we teaching them how to fight, and that's why they out here today. Because they got to learn how to fight too, because ain't nobody gonna give them nothing. So I'm gonna put down the mic. All of these are my brothers and sisters. And this is one of the monitor's granddaughters too. I'm gonna give the mic to our next speaker. I don't want to stay too long, but I thank everyone here for being supportive, standing by us, believing in us and our struggle. Because if it's my struggle, you better believe it's your struggle too. If it hit me, it's definitely gonna hit you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that you, baby?
My dear comrades and friends, I'm gonna be brief with my remarks. But see, when my brother and sister say the history of Workers' World with this party, that history goes back to 1974. And the next part of these remarks are going out to Local 875's secret weapon, our trade union think tank. Milt Nidenberg, Rosie Nidenberg, I hope you're listening. This is for you. Because in this party, we are following a legacy. I was 18 when I started coming around, and this party was built by workers who knew that when the Marxists said that unions are your first line of defense, it's not just to win a good contract, and we do damn good at that. It's not just to win grievances, we do damn good at that. But it has to be the launching pad for the working class to fight all the evils of capitalism. Reactionaries who hijacked our union movement want to say, what's a union issue? Well, damn it, it's every issue a worker got to deal with. Racism is a union issue. Anti-LGBTQ oppression is a union issue. That's why in the new contract that we have, Comrade Minnie Bruce Pratt, Comrade Martha Gravatt helped us to go to the transgender movement, and we have now language going in there to prevent discrimination against our trans sisters and brothers. Because we put our contract where our mouth is. And I'm only going to say this. You see, they didn't go after us because of our unionism. They went because we are a red-led union. And 2 years ago when they fired us, they knew what they were doing. They went after Gary, 3-term president. They went after Andre. They went after Steve Gillis. They went after us. We're at the 4 different bus yards. Now, at the time, we had a class collaborationist leadership, misleadership, that worked with this corporation who got the contract crooked with the only reason of coming in and breaking out our union. And so what happened? They went after us, but they made a big mistake. If you build the roots with your rank and file, you build it and they will come. And that's what we did. So what happened? They took us to court. They charged us with felonies. We thank our sister Pam Africa, who after one conference came up there and gave them hell. You don't ever, if you're the enemy, you don't want to see Pam Africa in that courtroom. And she put the fear of the international friends and families of Mumia into their hearts. And we got her on the radio up there. And comrades came in from all over town. And when it came to the court, after 10 minutes, a working class jury found us not guilty. And we didn't get it from no friend, we got it from the struggle. Round 2, we came up for the elections to a local union. Now, we have 18 people on our executive board. That's unique. I've been doing this for 41 years. First time in 41 years, we ran a militant, fight back, team solidarity slate for the 18 positions, headed up by the 4 workers. And the first time in our history, we swept every single damn position of this union. So when you see us today, it's because at a membership meeting, the membership voted unanimously to send this delegation to the Workers' World Party National Conference and to bankroll the bus to bring us here. Now, I'll only say this in closing. We got a big struggle ahead. You're going to be hearing some stuff from us. But because of the power of our rank and file, we have forced this corporation, this racist scumbag, two-faced talking populist scumbag mayor, just like a junior partner of your de Blasio faker right here. And we forced them suckers back to the table, and they're on settlement talks to bring back the 4 now. Now we got to get a contract. We got to deal with all the 3 years of evil that class collaboration's done. But what you can see from here now, and it's not just from our stunning wardrobe, which we thank our sister Lalonde, that graphical wizard. You see, that's Lalonde, that's Lalonde. That actually 41 years worth of land. But we are hoping that you will join us to take this across the goal line. I know some of our folks don't even like the sports analogies, but I'm telling you, we're in the red zone now. We're in the red zone, and we're not going to fumble. We're going to finish this fight. We need y'all to finish it. Our brother Tony gave a great and passionate speech, but frankly, we're not going to finish it tomorrow. It's going to take some time. We need money because they try to starve you out. That's what they want to try and do. So these shirts are away. Y'all can give into the fund that we have. I'd be remiss if I didn't say we have so many Workers' World people that come and have helped out so many times. We've seen you all. And you've all, and I'm not going to start listing names because they're too damn many to list. But I will tell you, when they see some of the comrades They want to know our rank and file, what bus yard they drive out of, because they see them all the time. And that's what unionism is. That's why they hate us, because our sound truck is the sound truck of the Black Lives Matter movement. They hate us because when there's fights for the homeless, it's off the back of that truck. And they know that we are one with our movement. We love y'all. You're the reason why we are here today, but we look forward to continuing that legacy. Our best days of 8751 are to come. Solidarity forever, an injury to one's an injury to all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be real brief. I was to have spoke next, but I believe I let my brother here go because he's like long-winded. So I known him for almost 32 years, so I'm going to be brief. And why I'm going to be brief is like, my vocabulary is not bad, but they say because I swear and cuss so much, that's why my vocabulary is limited. Well, my vocabulary is not limited because I swear a lot. I'm like Sister Pam. You piss me off. I'm going to tell you how I exactly feel. And that has nothing to do with my vocabulary. Myself, anyone that knows me, my brothers up here, my sisters up here knows me. You come to my home is a shrine to my brother up here. I was 13 when he was assassinated, 13. And what he says, I lived by since I was 13. If I see a white man put his hand up to a woman and a black woman, your ass is mine. And that's the honest to God truth. And if I see you that's trying to keep somebody oppressed, then I'll be like Shaka Zulu. You got to fight on your hand. That's just me. And I won't even say that's just me. That's everybody standing up here. Anybody that's being oppressed, then we're going to kick your ass. I don't give a crap where you at on the continent, but we coming to kick your ass. So that's all I got to say. And Monica, sweetheart, I hope you kick somebody's ass. Come. All right. Election's coming up. Hang about Boston. We'll be campaigning for you. Thank you very much, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.